Earlier on in this series, I quoted the Dalai Lama, where he said that spiritual practice should help you avoid counterproductive attitudes and behaviors. But why don't we flip it this time and talk about something positive as opposed to avoiding counterproductive? How to be happy. I think that's what everyone comes to their spiritual practice for, ultimately to be happy, and how one is happy, defining happiness is sort of the big question. And it's too big for just this one session, but we can talk about one aspect of it, which I think everyone knows in their heart, and that's going with the flow. One way to find happiness in life is to go with the flow. Jesus said, to those who have, more will be given. And what I think he's getting at in this lesson, in this teaching, is that when you are in that sweet spot in life where you are going with the flow, it seems that everything is perfect. Time stands still. You're on your game. You're at home. It's easy. People relate to what you're doing. And so the first step of this going with the flow is discerning where your flow is. What is the thing or things that you do where you're in that sweet spot? Whether it's as simple as running or being in the garden or public speaking or helping others or cooking or painting or fishing or boating, although some of these you can't do all the time, but there must be something in your life where you are just in your sweet spot and you can do it. It's like running downhill. So that's the first part. And the second part is looking at your life and finding out how to be in that sweet spot more often, where you're using the gifts and talents that you have to do what brings you joy and feeds others in the world. That's what going with the flow is. And when you're doing it, you have much, but you will have even more, as Jesus says. It's just, life is easy. So I invite you to think about going with the flow this week and see what adjustments you can make so that you can spend more time in that sweet spot.